Hello everyone, Green Gemini here, back finally with a new series of Cities Skylines with the updated Sunset Harbor. So glad to be back here doing this game and glad to be back on YouTube. A lot of things have been going on in my life lately. Not going to bore you with that now. I'll come out with a video on that later, but I'm just so glad to be back recording videos, doing this again, and having a lot of fun. If you've been with the channel for a really long time, you know that every once in a while, life gets in the way, and I keep going back and forth on doing this or doing that and everything else, and, well, let's just say I'm finally ready to get back into doing this. And there's going to be a lot of different things going to be happening on the channel. There are so many different games that I want to play and try, and I quite honestly just want to have fun and play games. That's the whole reason why I started doing the channel, and I keep finding myself repeating doing other things. And anyway, let's not get into that. Let's get into the game, okay? Now, my voice is going to be a little bit different than what it usually is in other videos, and that's mostly because I'm having to record these now early in the morning. Once I can get back into a regular routine, that might change, but in the meantime, we're going to have to deal with this soft, sultry voice, I guess you could call it. Alright, anyway, so I have downloaded the new Sunset Harbor expansion pack, and some of the maps that are on here are actually pretty decent. I'm debating whether or not I want to go with Swamplands, or if I want to go with the Azure Gulf. Probably going to go with the Gulf, just because of the resources and everything that are available. On top of that, you have all of the connections that are on here. Swamplands has all of the connections too. Fisher's Enclave does not have a rail connection. There's no ship connections with the Desert Oasis or Crater Falls. So with those, I'm a little bit hesitant on doing that. So why don't we say, I typically, I don't know, I guess we could go ahead and go with, let's go with the Swamplands. Yeah, we'll start with the Swamplands. So the overall objective that I want to get in this game is just city building, right? I want to go in with all of the expansion packs that are in there and just keep building the city. There's nothing really particular that I want to do with this city, and that's a lot of what I do with most of my cities. I mean, yeah, they're pretty centered around, you know, that DLC that came out, but this time the DLC is really just kind of extra add-ons for the game, right? And for all of the other DLCs that have come out there. So we'll just kind of wait and see what happens with our build. Now, I do have this modded. All of my regular mods that I usually use are on this one. I will make sure that I create a list of those mods and put a link in the description down below for those, so you guys can go ahead and check those out. Now, I'm not going to be using all of the mods all at once, but throughout the entire series, there will be some mods being used more frequently than others. One of those being Traffic Manager President Edition. There's also going to be Move It, and I don't know, I can't think of anything else right now. So, all right. So first and foremost, we have, of course, this handy little mod here, and this extra zoom that we have available to us, being able to zoom out this far. Now, taking a look at what we've got around us right now, obviously we are starting out on this teeny tiny little island. Well, it's not a tiny island, but starting out on this island here, we have a little bit of room up here to the north. At least I'm going to call that the north. We have a train line coming out this way. We've got, it's actually a very, very interesting train line. I like that. I don't think so, puppy. I have a new puppy, and he is sitting in my lap right now, and apparently I just woke him up, and he's looking at my microphone for the first time going, "What is that?" He's being a little brat. Anyway. Alright, so we've got... Wow, so going in here right away. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Alright, so obviously we'll start in here. We have farmland available to us right away, which that might help us, it might hurt us. I do have the 81 tiles mod enabled. I'm debating whether or not I want to unlock the whole thing or if we want to just progress through it. I'm not sure yet. I think for now, though, we will just take regular road, build it, and there we go. So now we've got one-way streets. Let's see, if I've got farmland over here, then I'm thinking I want... We'll start our population back here, because farming industry is something that unlocks pretty much right away. So, say we take this, we'll go out to... Let's just take it straight out like this. Yeah. And then I'll go up. I'm gonna go up 3 or 4. Let's go up. No. Let's go up 2 more. No, Charlie. This is part of the busy life that I was telling you about. Of what's been happening is this little puppy. So we'll go over 20. And then we'll go... Actually, I think we'll just go in 1. Okay. Now, this is... Gonna be 2 in between. Okay. That means this is gonna go here. Right? Charlie. And this is gonna go here. He was asleep until I started playing the game, and of course that's the way it works. So 16 and 16. And that should be, yeah, that's completely even. Perfect. I know, baby. He's getting uncomfortable now. Come on. Alright, so now that we've got that hooked up, we're going to have this come straight down through here, over into here, and then this is where we're going to start having our peeps. So I do have access to an avenue right away, and let's go ahead and use this one. And let's put that probably about right here. Just like that. It was actually perfectly 10 units apart. Cool. That is not going to work for me. Ooh. Okay. Apparently there's new stuff. Which, that is not what I want. There we go. I'm good with that. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. Okay. And then from here, this is where we're just going to start shooting off some of our people. So let's say, so we have a main avenue coming in down this way. And then I want to have, I think, just regular roads for right now. So we'll go in 3, 4. 30, that. Yep, and then we'll go that. Perfect. We'll actually do that all the way down through here. And I do have, Well, I thought I had another mod that started me off at 400,000, but I did not see that we did not have that. That or I just spent a crap ton of money on roads and didn't realize it, which is probably what happened. Alright, so let's make sure that we have water in here. Let's go with... Oh, see, we have these new things too. So we have the inland water treatment, which is 2,500. And the pumping station is 2,500. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm right next to the river, so I don't have to worry about that too much. I'm going to say, let's put the water pump here. And then we already have access to, this is interesting, this is new, so we have access to the eco water outlet already, which I am totally fine with. And we could go as green as possible right here in the beginning and go with the eco inland water treatment. But where would we put that though? No, I think we'll stick with this for right now. That there. Fingers crossed, hope and pray that I've got enough money for all this. That's the biggest thing. Alright, so let's get all this lined up. And I am, if you're new to the channel, you know, we've had a lot of new people lately. I am kind of a slow player in a sense. I like to take my time. I like to kind of look at everything that I'm doing and making sure that I'm placing everything pretty much where I want it to go. I don't like to rush into things too much. I mean, there are times where I do rush, and it's apparent that I'm rushing it, which I don't like, but there's not much I can do about that. So, all right, let's hit play on the game, and that error has been popping up every once in a while. Alright, so I actually figured out what the issue was, and it was Traffic Manager President Edition. Apparently, there was an update that happened, and the current version that I had was completely out of date. There is now a version 11 that is out there, so I had to go in, re-download that. Well, not re-download, but I had to unsubscribe to the original and then subscribe to the new one, and that's what we've got going on here. So, anyway, so yeah, so the game is actually working really well now. So I let it run for just a little bit, and we have our need for industry now. And I think the easiest way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to put industry over here on this side. Because we have, let's see, we have this coming in here. And if we start industry off going back over here in this corner, and then we'll leave this farmland and everything open so that way, once we unlock that, we can just automatically create this to be a farmland. But what I want to do is make this simple. And let's go with, let's say right here. Because eventually, thinking about how all of this will work. Oh, pardon me, my allergies are bothering the crap out of me today. This is like, I noticed this, I fixed this like a couple days ago, but now I'm back doing this again. So there's like a couple days in between the recording of the first 10-15 minutes of this and the second part of this. So anyway, let's do this small 4-lane road so that gives the ability for people to go back and forth. And then we're going to take this out. Let's go 40, 50, say 60. And then we'll just go straight out to here. And then with that being, this is basically going to be our main road. And then we will split off from there. We'll use one-way streets. And let's go here. How many was that? 30? Let's go 30, 30, and 30. So we'll get a nice square in there. And then we'll do the same thing here. So 30, 30, and 30. And actually what I want to do, I want that to go around the other way. Because I don't want traffic to have to go up and around here just to get all the way over there. Alright, so let's do that so that it all comes out here, comes down this way if it needs to. And then we'll say traffic can go that direction, that direction. Perfect. Okay, now we want to go that way, this way. Perfect. We'll just, honestly, we'll keep it that simple. Yeah, I mean, I'll have industry on the road. It's fine. Oh, on the main road, that is. Let's have this go straight out. Have this go that way. That way. Perfect. Alright, all of that is covered. That's all covered. Awesome. Yeah. Alright, so now let's get this built up. Here comes... Oh, wow. Look at all the traffic coming in. Look at that. Here come all the people moving into our city. Here they come. It's awesome. It's just, that's great. Love it. Okay. So then if they want to go to work, then they'll come down this way, turn left here, go over here. Perfect. Eventually, this will end up turning into either some type of roundabout or diamond interchange, something like that, to where we'll be able to, you know, easily have the traffic flow through there. Now, going through, looking at what I want to do for this series and everything, right? Obviously, I want to be able to just incorporate everything that's here. And really, I just want to build the city. Like, that's all I like to do. Sorry about that. So with that being said, let's go with... See, we have water services. I can't do anything else until our population reaches 380. That's when we'll get healthcare and everything else. Alright, population has reached 380 and we're at a little hamlet. That gives us the ability to have taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, education in campus areas as well. That gives us a lot of really good things to use right now. And what I want to do is I really kind of want to look at, you know, these areas as I'm building them up, just kind of looking at them as a whole, right? As a district in themselves. So if we have our little, we have a little neighborhood right here. I want to look at, let's see, I'm thinking about, like, when I drive down a main avenue, this road coming down this way, I want this to, I'm going to upgrade this to a better road. And not necessarily a better road, but a bigger road. Let's do basic road with turning. Let's upgrade that. And then we'll have, let's see, let's go with some housing down through here. So that'll give cars the ability to turn into a turn, or go into a turn lane, I should say. Now, with healthcare unlocked, we have a medical clinic, and, well, we have 2 different medical clinics, which I kind of like that we have 2 different ones available now. Noise pollution, 0. And then I think the medical clinic will stick right here, with where the commercial space is going to be, just because it makes sense for it to be in that area. Actually, it looks really nice right there. I don't have access to any parking lots or anything like that yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. But what I will do is we'll take this and we'll dezone that. I think I need to go back in and put my assets back in here for the parking lots in order for that to work. Okay. And then what else is there? So we had education unlock as well. And education is definitely something that we need. Now, I want to take a look at not just plopping this down, but putting it down in a spot that I think makes sense, right? A lot of times when I sit here and play this game, I'm just like, just put it here, put it there, put it here, put it there. I don't want to do that this time. I want to take my time. I want to make sure that I'm looking at where I want something to go. So let's go ahead and put the school in right here. And if the roads aren't exactly 10 segments, then it's not going to be that big of a deal. 11, I think it needs to be 12 for this to do what I want it to do. So we'll go 12 segments out. Pause that. Have this one come 12 out. I want to have it even all the way around. So we have some spaces here around the outside of it. Alright, so education is good. That is good. And then I think it said that we have the ability to have trash. Yes, we do. Now, there are some new things that have unlocked, but a waste transfer facility needs to be at 20,000 population, and the waste processing complex needs to also be at 20,000. So those are 2 new buildings that I really want to do, but we will have to wait in order to do those. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and put our trash facilities over here, which of course this stuff doesn't have electricity. Whoops. That's my fault. Right, we'll get that hooked up. Made sure it had water, but not electricity apparently. I'll just take this and go straight to there. Perfect. And we'll have that come down this way to here. Okay. And then let's take this road off to about here. And then before I put anything else down, let me put down 1, 2. So here's the landfill. I think that's where I want that to go. Nope. That we're gonna move to there. Okay. Let's see. And then we're gonna put a recycling center right across the street from it too. Perfect. Okay. So we have our little trash area over here. That will start taking care of all of this. Speed the game back up a little bit. Now, next milestone is going to be 800 residents, and that will give us an unlock, and that'll give us access to districts as well. But I think so far, I think we're at a good starting point for the city. I really do. I mean, this is, you know, probably my typical starting off when it comes to my city and everything. Keep residential, commercial in one little area, and then industry over in another area. And then we just kind of go from there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode in this brand new series. Looks like I'm having some electricity problems already, which, shocker. Anyway. Oh, but if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't, tell me why. And if there's other things that you'd like to see in the city, just let me know and we can work on doing that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified on when I upload videos. I know things have been very not so regular lately when it comes to uploading videos, but I am trying to work on doing better at that. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.